Hello. Pardon me while I swim to shore. Let's go underwater. So, last stream I was just fussing with performance yet again. I put LPV back on for indirect lighting because it's the bee's knees. Just checking the mic volume here. Seems to be cool. This is really loud. Alright, so just show off diving again. That's what it's all about. So it's time for some swimming animations though. Okay, swimming animations will make this a trip. It's a magic torch, okay, it's a magic torch, it works underwater, don't ask questions. At least I filled in underneath the docks, okay. So, one more time. Jump off the end of the pier. Oh yes, that wide open ocean. You know what, let me make the ocean less performant and look better, because I can, which I don't think it'll be too bad. Building mesh distance field for it, that might take a minute. So I've put the compressed distance fields and the 8-bit distance fields on, see how that works. And I'm going to try messing with the shadows real quick. I had them open. I just want to test the ones here in the coastal cliffs. Oh, I already have them open still. Okay, so no, actually it's going to be the whole world. It's going to be the directional light. So it's actually something I was messing with before. And I turned it off because it was messed up. Maybe I should try turning it on again real quick. See, I've turned them off. See, that's why they look like that. They might be better performance. What? They actually do better job of shadowing the leaves. Maybe let me try without dynamic shadows here. See how that performs real quick. Just distance field shadows instead. Oh, this guy. I'm in the ocean. Oh, and I increased the ocean quality too, and it's actually better performance right now. I might end up keeping this. I'm gonna have to go through and see. So we're getting distance field shadows from the objects. The shadows look good. And the ocean's at a higher quality. Like, for example, if I put that back to 7, now we should see markedly improved even, like, yeah, like 90, 75, 80. That's nice. I should really just leave it like this and see if I get annoyed by the shadow quality at any time. See if it leaves anything to be wanting. Swim under the tide. First person swimming. You can see my feetsies down there. Feetsies. Yeah. Oh, the music stopped. Gotta have music. Nevada City. Okay. That looks pretty cool, even though I shouldn't be getting shadowed from underneath like that. I gotta work on the horizon shadow. There was no joke. You're a Nazi sympathizer. There's no joke about it. Sorry, dude. I mean, that's your ground to take. I mean, I don't really want to hear about it, to be perfectly honest, and I don't want to associate with anybody that does that, so I apologize. But I've told you not to be on here, and you keep coming on with these like alts and stuff, so... What's this? On Twitch now this time. Made a Twitch account just to come message me. I'm sorry, dude, but that's just... I'm not really sorry. Like, fuck that shit, man. We talked about it for a while, and you stand on that side, I stand on this side. You do what you gotta do to convert the Nazis, but... See, I think this was the problem, is these guys don't have... mesh distance fields, or they're not getting shadowed by them, or what's going on? Let me just run a boot. How did I not block you? I have to go onto Twitch. I know you do, but we talked about this, dude. I'm not here. I don't want to talk about it. Well, I can't swim as a horse yet, so let's get out of here. Is this not connected? Oh, creepy song. Let's get out of here. Seven. Everything here is looking decent. Stained glass lights could probably be changed to do that too. I didn't do the moonlight either like that, so I probably should. It'll improve performance all around. Magic underwater green fire. I think the thing about having fire required is you have to make sure that an offhand item isn't required to be better at combat, like, because then people will feel gimped if they're not walking around without in the dark, you know. So it's like either in the dark or no shield. So these guys aren't getting shadowed by the landscape. That's what's going on from that method. The landscape not create a distance field shadow or something? So, at the time being, I don't need to mess with it because it's not improving performance that much. Let's just put this back. Fine, I'll do the animations now. Let's see. So I can at least set up a 1D. And then I'll make another anim state for strafing underwater. Just doing this sideways. And I was thinking of making one for treading and one for underwater. So I would need a few states here. Let's do... I can always just do that. Yeah. So the idle can go on. What do I name this guy? Oh, asset details. Yeah. Forward, and it needs to go to, I guess, how do I want to feed that in? Close these for now. It's just based on movement input, so I guess I could go by current movement speed. So it's basically a blend to oh, I wonder what happens if I go to combat while I'm swimming with speed. Just check real quick. I should redo putting IK feet on, that would be good. Only one PC monitor, yeah. I have a laptop too, but it's not, you know, set up nearby the office here. So, look, he's freaking swimming backwards for some reason. What's up with that? Is he just tilted for some reason? What's going on here? What's going on here? Are you drowning, sir? Oh, it must be because of the horse model. Yeah, the horse model changes your rotation. I'll work on that when I do horse swimming. The sea beneath our feet. Combat mode. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Animation doesn't fire, but I'm still working with the logic, so the speed is still limited by race. So I guess that means my measurement has to go to the slowest possible run speed, which would be dwarves. Just have to remember where I set that shit. I guess it's in the blueprint. Dwarves and Minotaurs. So if I go here, and I go to 700. I think that's the lowest max speed. Oh, current run speed shouldn't be default to 700. That gets changed at some point. No, normal run speed here 500. Combat run speed 500. Combat move speed. Let me check this out real quick. 550 in combat, 500 out of combat. Oh, okay, so in combat he actually runs a bit. Okay, right. So I think 500 is going to be the lowest. The normal, lowest high run speed. So that way I can put shooting forward on there. Kind of just moves his feet back, but whatever. That's cool. Okay. I wonder if I should go ahead and make the other ones. I'll just do it one thing at a time. Really, I don't know, I'm just disheartened by the whole Nemo thing, perfectly honest. It's upsetting that people I like think that way about the world. And that's just the sad truth of it. That's part of the modern existential ennui, is that the left is ineffectual. And divided. But hopefully we can all agree that people like Trump are awful evil people, and that's the Tony Clifton effect. So, anyway, some musics here. And I don't even know what... the animation blueprint of this guy. No, in the state. Do this instead of just the animation and just plug in the speed. Let's check it out. It's a nice groove. Maybe a little bit superhero-ish. I don't know if it's... I guess it's playing underwater. Just not able to get up to that high of a speed, I guess, because of the friction. That's alright though. Yeah, you can get up to a higher speed up on the surface because it's in flying mode. You can see the legs move back as I start moving. So maybe I should... I kind of like the way... Maybe swimming could be a little bit faster. Actually, I should try it as the other race that has better swimming controls. So let me, like, go to the... where do the sea elves or lizardmen spawn? Swamp spawn. Let's test that lizardman swim speed shit. looks weird. Okay, there's a music accompaniment. Yeah, see, they move faster. Wait, no, that's on top. This is swimming now. Yep, better swimming controls for Lizardman. You can see that his movement, his angle is higher. He's moving faster. I wasn't even holding down shift, but now I am. Oh yeah, I can like feel it. It's much faster. But the avians have better above water movement because this is technically flying mode, so that it's not constantly falling because there's no physics volume right here. I'm just using a set actor location. So if I drop down, I'm actually dropping into the physics volume. And now I can swim around in it, and I've bound spacebar to be basically, if you press it while you're at the top here, see how I jumped up but I'm coming back down? It's because if I press it while I'm at the top, I'll surface, and now it's using set actor position. And this is going along with the waves, but it's interpolated, so there's a slight delay, and that gives it the sense of bobbing, and it's not 100% accurate, because the waves are kind of polygonal and the math is pure, so the waves are a little like kind of off from where it would be. But yeah. It looks kind of like flying too much though. Like when you're like up above the water, like huzzah! I might have to keep that. Mermaid rising out of the water. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. I'm getting like a little bit of a jump out of water effect occasionally. I guess as I just touch the volume beneath. Oh no, it's actually happening at the top of the rays. Maybe. No, it's down at the bottom here. Let me try. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like when I bottom out. Whatever. No. Okay, so I can make the strafing while swimming now. I guess just make a left, right, and back. This might be tricky. I did it once for flying in another game though, so I think basically just rotate the whole body and then adjust the head. So going left. Oh, no. Not like that. "30 degrees. You go up 5 degrees each. And then let's see. I could change the arms a little bit. The arms. Make sure you're at 0 time when you do this. Right, Wait, did I take that from forward or idle? I must have done it from idle. Yeah. Because I remember counting down. Yeah, okay. I was counting the letters of typing there. And now I need a back. It's a nice track. So let's make an animation 2D space. Okay, so we'll name our horizontal and vertical axes. Yeah. Okay. We stream in mornings when I have school, but I'm missing school today. Are you in one of the states that's having like locked out protests or whatever? That's cool though, man. Oh no, I want these up here. Actually, I probably want them. Because I want these no matter what direction you go. Oh, no, I don't want that there. I want it going back. No, this is speed 500. That's supposed to be forward. The 2D grids are so confusing. This is forward. This is back and to the left. This is back. And no, this is no speed. So this is back and forward. Back and high speed. Yeah. This is back and high speed. This is high speed and left. So actually I would want that there. This here. Medium speed. Left. I guess I would want that here too. When this is medium speed back as well. I guess really I could just play. Yeah, it's only doing it at high speeds. Okay, so I guess speed. Well, if I just make this down here. this back? Back? Oh, I didn't do back. Kind of funny. I think I'll just maybe curve spine 2 a little bit. Maybe just one there. I live in California. So yeah, they've done that, but I don't see the point, so I never take part. But I'm missing school because my grade is... Oh, your school, your class is going on a field trip to UC Berkeley. That's cool. I thought you might be in like, I forget if it's Michigan or something, but they've been like having no school for like 2 weeks now because of the walkout protests on the teachers' part. The hands or whatever, it's an MMO, nobody cares. It's an MO. So at full speed he is doing it, but at medium speed left, it's not going. Oh, is it? Wait. It's heading towards the back. Yeah, it's heading towards back, but it's not heading towards the side until I come up there, so maybe if I put left and right at medium speed and top speed left. Yeah, I did. See, now it's going max left. Here, I don't want that either. Direction 90, speed. It's like going backwards to go left a bit. Maybe move these here? That would help. Still like not catching it unless I get up past this speed. That doesn't make any sense to me. If it's like that. Do I have to put... This is no speed. Maybe I can put idle down here. So weird. Hold control for weight values. There we go. But I guess I could just put them doubled up here, and this should be forward. I don't really want it to be full speed here. Can I delete this one? Yeah, okay, there we go. And this needs to be back. Let me see. Is that sort of backish? Yeah, it's backish. Side-ish, side-ish, backish. Full back, full side, full forward. There's no forward-ish here, though. God damn it. Why is it... Maybe I need to get rid of some of these. You know what? I bet instead of 4 here, if I just do 2, and if I just get rid of these now, that's the thing. It was only interpolating to the next thing that has a... There we go. That's why. Alright, that's better. Back. Right. Okay. Alright. So now... on the blueprint, I'm going to make that strafing mode. Then I'll do all of this again for swimming underwater with like a little bit more of extreme tilt so that you're more like horizontal and not kind of like vertical like that. Weirder stuff. So I think, oh yeah, I need another state. Now, do I have to have all of the exits for this? I guess I only have one exit for this one. That's going back towards jump loop, so that I can exit from jump loop back into idle run. So that you land out of the water. So I only really need to have this going back to treading or jump loop. Wait, what? When do you think you'll have a playable game? I'm working on it, like, right now. I know it doesn't look like I promised Twist I wouldn't add more features, but I feel like I can't be putting this playable out without, like, swimming. I might also put in my grappling hook if it only takes me a couple days like this is. You know? There we go. And, basically just want to add... I have, like, a list of bugs that I'm working on. But there's not many left. This mostly is just like, this is the stuff I want to do to... This I don't need to do, to release it, but it would be nice, like, finish some stuff. basically a bunch of little things. This might take me forever and a half, but I would like to fix that before putting it out there. But definitely want to playtest soon, so I'm just trying to like round out what I have. I'm not going to add like NPCs, I'm not going to add combat. I'm just going to basically put it out as like a building world simulator for now, as like a test. And yeah, it'll be like a free test, like whoever's here. I might have to put out an NDA or something though, so I don't have it out there forever. Not sure if I need more clauses on exiting this, or that's gonna be I mean, if I don't even need the is treading and is strafing, I guess it'll work. So make sure I got the directions right. Pretty good. Though it doesn't seem to be taking into account my sprint speed. Or maybe just because he's a lizard man. Let me try. Well, let me go onto the surface too. It seems like it's like... If I click, it'll rotate into it, but if I'm already moving this way and then click, it kind of did a sudden... I wonder if it's like that on land too. And I would definitely not say the words pre-alpha, just straight up alpha. Pre-alpha means you're like selling it before it's finished. It's really dumb. It's such a con. I refuse to use that word. Seem to be, well, definitely blending in towards the in-betweens. And the lizardman's definitely got more accentuation because he's hitting a faster velocity, so I guess it's okay. I'm not sure about sprinting having an effect or not. Let's just dive. Whee! Oh, that was good. Beautiful. Music. Wait, I feel like this one didn't play. Jaw harp you can dance to. There you go. I don't want to hear some jaw harp. Nah. Yeah, the sudden change to right click when strafing. That might have to be something I look into with standing too, so let me try that on the ground. That might be just an overall movement thing to keep in mind. So if I'm going this way and strafe, yeah, it's like it pops to idle and then leans. Yeah, you see it? Pop and then lean. So that's something to work on. Hey, what's up there? Califorix Clan. It's a new name. There's my other dude, or the girl, swimming out in the ocean. For some reason that sudden while moving is much more obvious while swimming. I don't know why, if I'm more compelled to be moving and then right click for some reason. But it's across the whole game, so like I fixed it so that when you right click when you're not moving, it rotates towards you. So I just have to figure out how to program that. Maybe after the public free alpha. For now, swimming in the ocean. Dude, Jesus Christ. No, it's based on what you said about other stuff, not the video. Yeesh. 1 second. I suck at Twitch. It might take me a minute. Jesus. Settings. Not like For Honor or more like Dark Souls, not like For Honor, however. I don't know how to. So it's gonna be more like dice rolling though, more like D&D. No. There we go. Sorry about the wait. So really what it's more like a simulation. But with control over things like order of attacks. But then you wait to see what happens. More like traditional MMOs. Wow, etc. I have some original ideas, but I kind of explained it earlier. But basically, like a panel of buttons here that you fill in every time you add an attack, and it slowly shifts over to the left with each skill having like a time that it takes to perform. And so once it's done, it goes to the next skill that you've queued up. So it's a queue system basically, and then you can like change or change the order of them based on how combat is going. But then once the attack comes up on the queue, your character does it, and you see the results, basically. So there's no, like, the quick thinking comes more from, like, strategy, lining up and comparing what it looks like you think your enemy might be doing. If they're just spamming the same attack over and over again, then you play off of that, or if they're constantly going back and forth, or if they have a pattern that you notice, you can play off of it. Stuff like that. First of the last. Haha. Guitar Hero is 100% Twitch reflex. I'm not talking about Twitch reflex. I'm talking about the opposite of that. No Twitch reflex. So it's a cue that, more like Tetris. Where you have a, or whatever. It's basically just like, you know, MMOs that have a queue system, except it's going to be visible, and you can line up more than one at a time. So it's not just press 4, attack, and then press 5, and it'll attack 5 right after 4 is done. It's going to be press 4, 5, 8, and then 4, 5, and 8 will happen in sequence, and you can see it in front of you and rearrange it before it happens, you know, that kind of thing. Really compelled to just try and figure out how to make that sudden snapping while you're already moving. Oh, I guess it's easy enough. So right now I have it going on like that, but if you're already moving, why isn't it doing that? I'm kind of curious. I want to check this out before I do underwater swimming animations, which will be easy enough, because this will smooth out a lot. I'm just gonna look at it at least. So I'm gonna get out of the main map in case I hit compile and it takes like an hour, so I won't have to wait. Let's see. No, it's on the blueprint. Yeah. Yes. Hold on. I'll show you right now. I have that. It does take a minute to load the map up when it's not currently open in the editor. So I'll make a dwarf real quick, and luckily enough, you are in luck, sir, that the dwarves spawn near the ranged items that I've loaded into the level for now. Let's give him a beard. Yeah, actually I can also be hill dwarf or mountain dwarf. Oh no. Oh, the foothills area does not spawn here anymore. Oh, bother. That's right, I moved it. Well. Okay, I didn't show off the Archivist. I'll just open it in the editor. To be honest, it doesn't even, like, line up in the hand quite yet. It's a little large. But I'll just show you what the Archivist looks like. Yeah, I don't really use the dwarves much because they're naked and it's weird. I'm not a big fan of playing dwarves either. I was thinking about making gnomes one of the sub-races. Just like give it the appearance of the avians, and it looks very gnomish. A short avian, basically. Looks like a gnome. So there's your Archivist. And the races are avian, dwarf, elf, human, lizardman, batling, dark elf, minotaur, ogre, sea elf, and they each have a sub-race alternative. So the minotaurs have satyrs, sea elves have the wood elves and wild elves, gray and dark elves, ogres have oni ogres, got sky elves and air elves, hill dwarves, mountain dwarves, moon elves, sun elves, and then yeah, you get the idea. So was thinking of having some element of personal aim, sort of like an AoE, and if you time with a timed release, so if someone is in the area of attack after 2-3 seconds, for example, then it'll roll a chance to hit. Roll. Like D&D, basically. You have chances to hit, but it's heavily influenced by your decisions. So you're designing a character and seeing, like, oh, how well does this character fare against that kind of character? Sort of like a study in DPS. Like, if my chance to hit is higher than my damage, I wonder what happens. So all the attributes directly and singularly break down towards one element of DPS, like max health, health regen, damage, speed, etc. So we're gonna get the location on the X, and if the other person is higher, they get an automatic damage. Yeah, basically. We'll have to see how much of an advantage, but hillside duels should be fun to watch. Like Dark Souls backstab attempts in 3D. So this is my interp thing. Right mouse button, true. Is falling. If active rotation and control rotation. So it's going here, basically, and I want it to go down here if you're currently moving. Because active rotation equals character rotation when you're moving that way. Control rotation. Still not sure about, like, I know where on the range I want to be with death penalties. Like, definitely bring it back to maybe, I think World of Warcraft's death penalty is maybe the most lenient I'd get to, where it's basically like not really a penalty, you just respawn somewhere and then run back for your gear. But maybe Ultima Online more on the other end of, like, where you open loot and stuff like that. Might make it server controls. I might make it some complicated system of crimes and punishments. Here we go. Move right equals 1 or -1. That's actually the thing, because that would be... It's actually... Maybe I want to bypass this? Let me see what happens if I just bypass that. Why I put it there in the first place. Because that's basically doing it. That's measuring whether or not you're moving to the side and saying if you are, then just skip this step. Maybe I'd... Yeah, definitely a pickpocket system. Again, basically, these kind of things come down to, well, how valuable are the items being picked or lost on death, or when your house gets broken into? Like, how much are you actually losing? Maybe all of the items are easily attainable, and it's more about how you decorate with them. So really there's no incentive to go taking rare items from people, because there aren't really rare items in the medieval days. They didn't have, like, mithril broadswords and shit. So maybe if magic items are, like, more like the Excalibur King Arthur kind of thing, where you can't lose Excalibur, you know, like only King Arthur can pick up Excalibur. So if your holy magic sword, which you have one of, and it's a really extremely rare, awesome thing that you got it, but no one else can take it. If you die, it gets stuck in the ground, no one else can pick it up. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So if someone pickpockets your 500 metal ore and some rocks and maybe some broadswords or stuff, you're like, well, whatever. Cool, you know? Oh, dynamic world, you know? That's the idea. Let's see, anybody who's near the ground. I guess this dude. Close enough. Actually, it does kind of work. But not really. I'm testing that, so if I'm moving to the side and I right click, it's like if I'm still holding it down. Maybe I can tell it to set it to be 0 for like a frame or something. Get out of the water here. Alright, so if I'm running and I hit right click, oh, it does this. That's why. Because I was like, that's no good. But maybe I do want to keep this and instead say if you're doing right or left. Basically, if I wait a second. Okay. So if I'm moving this way, but I hit this, let go, and then, what could I force it to do? Basically, if I let go of moving left, it adjusts, and now I can go like this. And the reason I can't do that is because maybe it's more on the keyboard control when moving left. Is auto running? Okay, so yeah, I'm just doing add movement input, so maybe I can say because it's really is the adding movement input is making it do that, and since it's using the controller, it's probably actually doing it because it has like we're in follow camera. So before this, we're in use controller rotation yaw and orient rotation to movement. And since going to right click eventually brings it up here, so this is what it's cutting it off by saying. Oh, it's cutting it off and saying this. Maybe I can have to do it by server eventually too. I should make these freaking